Hi, I'm Seb Fry, a real estate broker in Northern California, and I primarily serve the counties of Santa Cruz, Santa Clara, and Monterey. Welcome to Module number 8 of the SellForSure University. In this module of the SellForSure University, we walk through the entire SellForSure home selling system from start to finish. We lay it all out, from the system's objectives, methodology, strategy, and tactics, which are guaranteed to sell a home for the highest price in the shortest time possible with the least amount of hassle and risk. The SellForSure home selling system is a proven and guaranteed process which has been developed over many years. It's been designed to take the uncertainty and risk out of the home sales process to deliver consistent, repeatable, and guaranteed results for any home in any market. What's more, it's designed to sell your home at a price that you will love. The system has as its primary goal to sell your home for the absolute highest price the market will bear, and it will get you the best terms possible for your home. With the SellForSure system, you'll be in the driver's seat when negotiating with all buyers. They'll be falling all over themselves to get into your home and will give you whatever terms you need to make their deal happen. And this is going to happen within a time frame that works for you. There won't be any extended sales process, unless of course that's what you're looking for. The system is designed to get you out of your home and onto the next step in your life in a time frame that meets your needs and expectations. The SellForSure system comes with a number of guarantees: our easy out guarantee, our performance guarantee, our variable commission guarantee, and a communication guarantee, and we'll go over these guarantees in a bit. But first, how can I provide so many guarantees about getting a home sold? Well, the reason is simple. It's because I'm sure it works. It's a time-tested and proven formula that gets the job done. As you learn more about the system, I'm sure you'll agree. I want to ensure that you are totally satisfied with my service. That's why I offer the Easy Out Guarantee. If at any time while your property is listed you become dissatisfied with the service you're receiving, you may cancel the listing agreement. It's that simple. If we don't get you an offer within 5% of list price within 30 days, I'll cut my commission in half. Of course, certain conditions do apply, and those are detailed on the SellForSure marketing plan posted here on the SellForSure website. I have a communication guarantee built into my service agreement. I guarantee to call you at least once per week for a personal and verbal check-in to let you know what's going on with the sale of your home. If a week goes by and you don't hear from me, we'll credit you $100 at closing for every week I'm late. While I will, of course, use email and text messages to communicate with you throughout the process, I find that taking the time to chat really helps fill in the blanks and make sure that any concern that you may have is being properly addressed. I also guarantee you a variable rate commission in writing. While I may at times require a different commission structure, my standard commission for residential property is between 5 and 6%, which is split 50-50 with the buyer's agent. If, however, there is no buyer's agent, we guarantee you a lower commission. If we find the buyer and represent both the buyer and the seller in the transaction, we'll reduce our commission to 4%. And if the seller should find a buyer on their own, we'll reduce our commission even further to just 3% while still representing both parties in the transaction. The SellForSure system uses a wide number of traditional marketing techniques, such as you would expect. Your property will, of course, be listed on the multiple listing service. Once listed, your listing will be syndicated to over 800 websites, including 5 of the top 10 consumer websites for real estate: Realtor.com, Trulia.com, Zillow.com, Homes.com, and Yahoo Homes. I have several widely liked Facebook fan pages and over 600 friends. Using promoted posts and special offers, we will drive traffic to your home's listing on the internet and from there to open houses. All listings are advertised at least twice weekly on Craigslist to make sure that the most eyeballs are on the property. Additionally, all open houses are advertised on Craigslist. When I receive phone calls on a home, much of the time is it in response to someone having seen a for sale sign posted on a lawn. With your approval, a sign will be posted on your property telling passersby 24/7 that it's on the market. But it won't be just any for sale sign. It will come with the ability to send text messages or scan a QR code to get more information on the property 24/7. Any SMS message which is sent will result in my receiving the buyer's cell phone number, and the buyer will be followed up with immediately. The for sale sign includes a flyer box, and we will deliver to you an ample supply of full color flyers so you can refill the box the moment you see flyers are running low. I don't list the price on the flyers. I want buyers to call or visit the website to inquire so I can work on getting the buyers in the door to see your property, which is the best way to get it sold. In addition to all the aforementioned traditional marketing methods, I take the marketing of your home up a few notches. In addition to the traditional or passive marketing methods, I will actively market your property. Instead of just waiting for the buyers to come, I will go to the buyers. I start by knocking on your neighbors' doors to see if anyone knows someone who wants to buy in the neighborhood. I'll also make calls into the area, reaching out to make sure folks are aware that your property is on the market and to see if they might know someone who's interested in buying it. I door knock and make calls because much of the time, someone in your neighborhood knows somebody who would like to own a home there, and I want to make sure they know your home is available for purchase. And I don't stop there. I personally contact other top performing agents in the area to make sure they know that your home is available on the market. I'm a big believer in getting a complete disclosure package for all potential buyers because I know that doing so will ultimately result in a higher net for the seller and a much smoother transaction with less risk of fallout. In fact, I'm such a big believer in this that I will credit the seller from my commission at close of sale the costs paid by the seller for the home and termite inspections obtained at seller's expense. I will credit you back up to $450 for a home inspection and up to $150 for a termite inspection. This money is to be credited back to the seller on the HUD-1 closing statement and is contingent upon this being permitted under the terms of any short sale agreement, if applicable. Stage homes sell on average in half the time as non-staged homes, and usually for 2% more or higher. That's why I offer every seller a complimentary staging consultation with a local home staging professional to make recommendations on how to stage your home for best effect. I also hire a professional to photograph your home and create a high-quality virtual tour which will be available for buyers to view online 24/7. This is an invaluable sales tool since it will showcase your home in the best possible light. I'm a big believer in video. It's easy to rank highly on Google with a YouTube video for your property, so that if people search for information regarding your home by its address, they'll quickly find the video I'll create for it. I'll create a virtual video tour of your home using a combination of photographs taken by the photographer, actual video footage, and voiceover and textual annotations to point out the features and benefits of your home. I'll craft a love letter for your home, which will help buyers connect on an emotional level with your home and with the neighborhood as well. We can't always assume that people will immediately be able to picture themselves in your home, and by writing a letter like this, explaining what you love about the home and living in that neighborhood, it will help draw them to your property and through the door. Also, we'll go over all the features and benefits your home provides. The features are important, but the benefits they provide to the occupants are what really matters, and we want to make sure that potential buyers understand what your home truly has to offer. The virtual tour, love letter, and features and benefits list will all be incorporated into the SellForSure website as well as being placed at the home for buyers to view while touring the property. Only 9% of homes sold used video in their marketing, but 27% of buyers used video websites in their home buying process. That's another factoid from the 2013 profile of home buyers and sellers. The SellForSure system includes a web-based portal system which allows homeowners to see the status of their sale 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The system shows which agents have shown the home, when, and what their feedback is regarding their property and the price. It shows which documents associated with your home sale are being downloaded and what the views of your property has been like on the SellForSure.com website. When your property is in escrow, it will show you how the sale is progressing through the various steps in the process. The SellForSure system includes a web-based portal system which allows homeowners to see the status of their sale 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The system shows which agents have shown the home and when, and what their feedback is regarding the property and the price. It shows which documents associated with your home sale are being downloaded, that is from the disclosure package, and what the views of your property have been like on the SellForSure.com website. When your property is in escrow, it will show you how the sale is progressing through the various steps in the process. Now, this is a modern system, and as such, it will work comfortably and reliably on any computer, laptop or desktop, as well as any smartphone or tablet. The perfect home sale requires that a lot of groundwork be laid. The home, marketing strategy, materials, and disclosures must all be carefully prepared to yield the best result once the property finally is launched on the market. We'll go over all these steps in detail. The first step of our custom marketing strategy begins before your home is listed on the market. The very first step is to perform a market analysis on your home to determine the most likely sales price for your home. This includes an as-is price without doing a thing to the home and what the property could sell for with some repairs and cosmetic improvements. In this phase, the seller should also obtain at least a home inspection and termite inspection and other inspections if needed. These reports will be made available to the buyer so the buyer is aware before they make an offer of the condition of your home. Depending on the results of the inspections, additional repair bids may be obtained. Depending on the marketing strategy, it may not be necessary to do any repairs whatsoever, but regardless, it will be important to have bids for any significant repairs be in the disclosure package made available to buyers. Once the inspections are complete and a full set of repair bids have been obtained, the seller can determine which repairs, if any, are to be made on the home. If it is deemed advantageous to make repairs prior to putting the home on the market, repairs are made at this time. Once any repairs have been completed, it's time to put the icing on the cake and complete the home preparation and staging. Home preparation includes landscaping, cleaning, decluttering, depersonalizing, and other cosmetic improvements as suggested by the staging consultant, which might include repainting, new flooring, moving or removing and replacement of furniture, and the like. It is also during this time that the seller's estimated sale proceeds will be calculated. This can be calculated for a variety of scenarios, so the seller can best determine which repairs and cosmetic improvements make the most sense to the bottom line. Once the repairs and staging are completed, it is time to bring in a professional photographer to capture your home in the best possible light, looking as much as possible like a new showcase home. At this time, a custom video of your home will be produced for distribution on YouTube, social media, and other buyer portal websites. At this time, the disclosure package, documenting any recent repairs and all other known material facts about the property, is compiled, scanned, and posted online for prospective buyers and their agents to review prior to making any offer. The disclosure package is also printed and kept in a binder on the property for buyers to leaf through while visiting the property at an open house or private showing. Marketing materials are an essential aspect of selling your home. Poor marketing materials may not show your property in the best possible light and will diminish the number of buyers who ultimately pass through the door. I will create professional, high-quality printed materials that convey information about the property in a visually compelling way. My services include the design and printing of brochures, postcards, print advertisements, and signage as necessary. Your property will also be featured with an exclusive single-page website on SellForSure.com, which shows your property and nothing else. The site features photos and videos, displays the open house schedule, and invites visitors to make an appointment to see the interior. With your permission, we will also install high-quality visible listing signage at the home. The signage includes a rider for our mobile marketing program, which allows buyers to request more information about the property via their mobile phones instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. At this phase of the system, we actively begin marketing your home. This is where the magic starts to happen, and we can take it to 11. As a real estate professional with a long track record of success, I've established a wide network with other real estate professionals. I will keep these realtors informed about your home so that they, in turn, can inform their clients. I'll make sure that they understand the value that your home represents at the list price, so they'll want to share it with their buyer clients. They'll see the complete disclosure package which is available, which signals to them and their buyers that you are a serious and prepared seller, and working with you will be a smooth, hassle-free transaction with no surprises on the part of the seller. I will also hand-deliver home invitations to the neighbors to let them know that your home is coming on the market and at what price. Your neighbors are often the biggest boosters in your community, and they may well know someone who is interested in buying your home. That's why we make sure that all the neighbors know your home is for sale and that they are welcome to attend the open house. In addition to a door-knocking campaign, I will also make calls into the area to make sure that people a little further afield have heard of the listing. We really want to make sure that as many people as possible know that your home is on the market, so we maximize exposure in as short a time period as possible. After all the hard work of getting your home ready for sale, with all your ducks in a row, the I's dotted and the T's crossed, it's now time to launch your home onto the market. The home formally comes on the market with its submission to the MLS, or Multiple Listing Service. This is a system where all buyers go to look for homes for sale and sets up the rules which are followed by agents to show homes and make offers. Once the home has been posted on the Multiple Listing Service, it's time to really crank up the marketing campaign. We maintain a database of approximately 2,200 individuals who are interested in buying real estate. We will send all of them an email notice informing them of your listing and inviting them to the open house. Your property will also be target marketed on Facebook and Twitter, with local ads targeting buyers who live in the area. Of course, your listing will also go up on Craigslist, where it will be reposted at least twice per week. Your home will also become a featured listing on Zillow, Trulia, Yahoo Homes, Homes.com, and many other websites. This means it will appear more often at the top of the search results page for your area, increasing the number of eyeballs on your listing. A featured listing can result in as much as a 500% increase in buyer traffic from those sites. In addition to putting your home on the MLS and having it be a featured listing on 5 of the top 10 real estate websites, your listing will be syndicated out to over 800 real estate websites. Now, what are these other websites? Well, these websites include Redfin.com, Realtor.com, Homes.com, RealtyTrack, Movoto, and hundreds of others. Many companies syndicate their listings to multiple websites through the MLS. However, the way that I syndicate listing data is different. I can embed additional listing information and links into the syndicated listing, pointing back to the SellForSure.com website, where I have the best chance of capturing the buyer's interest and setting up a showing. I also provide sellers with a weekly email showing how many web views their property is getting on those websites, so you'll have an idea of the number of times your home is being viewed online. Every week, the Real Estate Board holds a broker's open tour. This is an opportunity for all the thousands of agents in the area to see your property and be able to tell their buyers about it. Buyers are also welcome to come to a broker's open tour. However, these are held on weekdays while many buyers are at work. The SellForSure system includes holding your house open for buyers. This allows a large number of buyers to go through your home in a short period of time. This will lessen the need for private showings at other times, which tend to be a big inconvenience to the homeowner. The property will usually be held open on the weekends, the time when many buyers are out looking at property. As some buyers may not be able to come by during an open house, they may require a private showing. To facilitate this, and with the homeowner's permission, an electronic key box is placed on the property for use by the buyer's real estate agent. The most effective use of this key box is for homes that are vacant. That way, a buyer and his agent can see a home whenever is most convenient for them. As you may be living in your home at the time it's on the market, it will usually not be convenient to have buyers come by at any time day or night. Therefore, at the seller's discretion, showings can be limited to certain times of the day, or showings can be made by appointment only. 47% of internet-using buyers attended at least one open house. 9% of internet-using buyers found their home by seeing a yard or open house sign. Interesting fact from the 2013 profile of home buyers and sellers. We want open houses to be well attended to get as many buyers through your door as possible. We'll make sure that the open houses are well publicized through the MLS and the websites which syndicate open house information. Also, we make sure to promote open houses on Facebook, Craigslist, and Twitter. We also offer a unique incentive to get buyers into your home. For every listing, we have a contest where buyers can guess the ultimate sale price of your home. Whoever guesses closest to the final sale price of your home after the sale closes will win a $100 Amazon gift card. This helps us get feedback from visitors to the open house as to what they think about the property, questions they have, and gives us their correct contact information for follow-up. It also gives us critical feedback about what buyers feel the market price for your property is. The SellForSure system works on a schedule, and it goes like this. The home will be launched on the market, that is, listed on the MLS, in the middle of the week, on a Wednesday or a Thursday. That will give a day or two for the listing to be syndicated out across the web to our partner websites ahead of the open house, which will be scheduled for that weekend. In some cases, we may want to do an open house on both days of the weekend. Following the open house, the home will be held open one day during the week for the broker's open tour, allowing all the hundreds or thousands of agents in the area to come and view the property at a time when they are already out looking at homes for their buyers. The house will be held open again the following weekend for all those buyers who were not able to see it the first weekend or who had not yet seen the listing. By this time, if everything was done in accordance with the SellForSure system, there should be an offer or several to review. Offers will be reviewed beginning on a Tuesday. This is done so that buyers will have ample time on Monday to get an updated pre-approval from their lender and to meet with their agent to write up an offer. If there are no offers, don't panic. Sometimes the market hits a lull, and sometimes a home simply requires a bit longer on the market to find the right buyer. If there are no offers available on the first offer review date, the cycle is repeated with another round of open houses. While your home is on the market, I'm not sitting idle. I will get feedback from all agents who show the property and ask what they feel about the pricing and the impressions the buyer and the agent had about the property, and communicate that feedback directly and immediately to you via the SellForSure system portal. You will also receive weekly updates about the web traffic that your home is receiving on all of the 800 plus sites that your home's listing has been syndicated to, so that you can see how much interest your property is receiving online. The real estate market is very dynamic, and it is important to know what changes are happening in your neighborhood. I will go and set up an automated system to send you updates in near real time as new listings come on in your area, when properties go under contract, and when they sell, you'll always know what's up with the competition. And don't forget the weekly progress report. I will talk to you at least once per week so we can discuss feedback, changes in the market dynamic, and any issues that arise within the sale. The SellForSure system works on a 2-week cycle. If the SellForSure system has been implemented in its entirety, and if the price of the home has in fact been set correctly, most sellers will have offers to review after the first 2 weeks on the market. The system is designed to garner multiple offers in this time period because multiple offers always put the seller in a much stronger negotiating position. However, Even if only one offer is obtained, the seller is still in a good position to negotiate, as the home will not have been long on the market and will clearly be an outstanding value as compared to other homes in the market the buyer might choose to offer on. If no offers have been obtained after the first 2 weeks in the market, another 2-week marketing cycle begins with 2 more weekends of open houses and another broker's open tour. Remember that new is what sells. Even after 2 weeks, your listing can start to look a little stale. We recommend changing up the main MLS photo and also playing around with the description of the home. Do what you can to catch a buyer's eye who may have passed over the listing the first time around. If after 4 weekends of open houses, 2 brokers open tours, and the rest of the SellForSure marketing system that no offers have been generated, that is an indication that the price has been set too high and requires an adjustment. One of the greatest benefits of selling a home using a SellForSure system is that once you're under contract, a smooth closing is virtually assured. The buyer's due diligence or inspection period will pass quickly and uneventfully, as it's very unlikely they will discover anything about the property that wasn't already disclosed to them. Also, your buyer should be someone who is well qualified, properly motivated, and seriously committed to purchasing not just any home, but your home in particular. The buyer's contingency period for due diligence, inspections, loan, and appraisal will in almost all cases end within 3 weeks, and often less than that. This is the time with the greatest uncertainty in any real estate transaction, as buyers do not typically release all their contingencies and fully commit to the sale and put their deposit at risk until they know for sure they can seal the deal. With the SellForSure system, however, you will enjoy the least amount of uncertainty as is possible in the home selling process, and this contingency period should sail by uneventfully on the way to a successful closing. After the buyer has released the last of their contingencies for their purchase, it'll be time to make your way down to the title or escrow company to sign that grant deed, transferring the property to the buyer. The title company will hold onto the deed until the buyer has put all the money into the escrow account, their down payment, as well as funds from any loan. Once all the funds are in escrow and all the other required paperwork has been signed by all parties, the title company will take the grant deed down to the county recorder's office for filing. Once filed, the new owner is on record and you will have completed the sale of your home. The only thing left to do at this point, typically, is to collect the proceeds of the sale. This can mean going down to the title company's office to pick up a check, or more commonly nowadays, to have the funds wired from the title company to your bank. Congratulations! The sale of your home is now complete. By using the SellForSure system, you will have assured yourself that you were able to obtain the very highest price for your home and the smoothest closing possible. This completes Module 8 of the SellForSure University. Stick around for Module 9.